And I know, Mike, you're keeping a close eye on the markets. How have the markets changed or fluctuated since the first case was released to what we're seeing now?
Honestly, the markets have done very well right from the beginning. I think because we were coming at this very scientifically and monitoring the situation with what we knew, not jumping to conclusions about what we didn't know, the market was able to maintain a lot of stability through all of the, reporting, whether it was, slow to come forward or if it was, just in question. We were relying on science, and science did the talking. There wasn't any, media scares to challenge the marketplace, so it held a fairly steady line. Now, if you go back a few weeks ago, when the first case of the virus was found in a human, it sent cattle markets down the limit. It sent a big shock to the market for a day in cattle, and then things rebounded. But we did not see a similar type of play in the milk market, and I think largely because we knew from the beginning that pasteurization was in place, and so people didn't fear what was going to happen either from a demand or a supply situation. And I think early on that was the bigger question. What will the supply be? And will we be running into a shortage because of all the milk that's being withheld and not being put into the system, which, by the way, continues to be the practice. Any cow that's found to be sick, just like we have seen forever and ever on our farms, that milk is withheld, doesn't make its way to the supply. But for those cows that don't show symptoms, we still have pasteurization to, be that catch-all. Bottom line, though, is we're not seeing big changes in milk production. If you look at the March numbers that came forward just a week and a half ago, it did show that milk production was down 1.5 points, and that wasn't far off of estimations, and that's largely a byproduct of the smaller cow herd than it is anything to do with bird flu. And so we're not seeing dramatic changes in overall milk supply on the farm either. So the milk market has taken it with a grain of salt. It's moved forward almost seamlessly. However, it does add a little bit more to this low supply story. And we've watched in the last couple of weeks as milk prices have been climbing higher on shortened inventories of cheese, which is a byproduct of consumption. And that question around, if the consumption is that strong, will the inventories be enough as we get towards fall, has led that Class 3 market on a nice little price rally to the tune of about $1.50.